You've got to be kidding me. I just did a video and it was too big of a file to upload on my Logitech, so I'm going to have to talk shorter. And half of it was just me going, huh, bah, ha, he. Anyway. Okay. Here, I want to show you. I'm now the proud owner of like 10 sheets of MRIs. I'll find a good one on my knee. Wait, where's my knee? Ooh. There's my knee. Can you see it? When I got done, I asked Dr. Balin, I said, could I have one of those sheets of the MRIs? He goes, you can have them all. You paid for them. I'm like, okay, I'm taking them. And here's what happened today. I go to the doctor and, you do paperwork. They took my picture, made me sign this thing, and then I waited. Watched some fish in a fish tank. Chatted with the dad. I said, don't you fall asleep in the waiting room while I'm gone, because you'll start snoring, and that'll be embarrassing. And, because once when I was like 15 or 16, I used to go to a psychologist and talk about some issues I was having, and her office was the first one by the waiting room, and I swear to God, one time I was in there, and I'm like, I get this look on my face. She's like, what? I'm like, my dad is snoring in the waiting room. She goes, what? I'm like, I can hear my dad snoring in the waiting room. Oh, yes, he was. Okay, yeah, I just went on a tangent. Okay, we're trying to make it shorter, Stacy. I went back, told them the gist of what was going on. They sent me to x-ray. I had to get x-rays. They did both knees, actually. And they had me stand this one thing, and turn this way, and crouch down this way, and lay on this table, put your knee up, and I'm like, okay. So the doctor came in, Dr. Balin, and he's awesome. He's such a nice guy, and he's like, your knees are, both of them have massively severe arthritis in them. He says, your knees right now are bone on bone. My right being my more severe, which is hence the reason why it hurts so much. He said all 3 compartments in my right knee have severe arthritis. He says, and I go, does my size cause something like that? And he goes, no, your size doesn't cause it. He said, people just never know when they're going to get arthritis or at what age. He says, your size doesn't help the pressure on your knee. He said, but it doesn't cause anything. And he said that, how did he put it? He said, don't freak out, but he said, there's going to come a point where you're going to have your knees replaced. He said, it might be 5 years, it might be 10 years. He said, if you're lucky, it could be 20 years. He said, but, they're pretty bad. And, I'm like, oh, that's nice. He goes, I'm going to inject your right knee with cortisone. I said, that's what I wanted my doctor to do a while back, but they wouldn't do it. He goes, I don't know why they wouldn't do it. It would have given you relief. I'm like, I don't know. I wanted it done right before vacation so my knee would at least feel a little bit better on a vacation, but they didn't, and then it twitched, and then I didn't go on my vacation. He goes, well, that's a bummer. I'm like, you have no idea. And so I said, what about the other knee? Do you want to inject that one too? He goes, if it's not giving you too much problem, let's just inject the one knee, and then we'll worry about your other knee later. Okay. So he had me get up on this table, and a nurse came in and swabbed my knee with this one stuff, and then with iodine, rusty looking crap. And then she went back out, and then here he comes with his needle. They had like milky stuff in it, and the needle was like this freaking long. This freaking long! And I'm like, oh. And he goes, don't worry. He says, now let your knee relax. And I let it dangle off the table, and then he goes, and he hid where he had it. He had to put his hand there so I couldn't see when the needle was going to inject. And he goes, here it goes. I see we're done. I'm like, well, that wasn't bad. I didn't feel it. Honestly, I didn't feel it. It's sore now. He told me it would be sore. He said it's probably going to get sore tonight. He goes, are you going to be working for the next few days? I said, I have to go to work right when I leave here, just for a little while. And he says, well, okay, but rest it for the next couple of days and let the cortisone kind of, I'll just say it's marinating in my knee. Shall I say that? Yeah. And he says I'll never be pain-free, but I said I can handle a little bit of pain. The pain don't bother me. It's just when it gets so severe that I'm afraid my knee isn't going to function, it scared me. He goes, that's understandable. And I said, I have another question. I said, my bedroom is actually in a basement down a flight of stairs. I said, that's not a good thing, is it? He goes, your knees will get you down there, but there's going to come a day where you're not going to be able to get back up. Just the severity of what your knees are. I said, okay. So I told Dad that. So for right now, I'm still going to sleep in his room. But man, I miss my room. I'm telling you, if my knee feels good in a couple days after this cortisone shot, I'm so going down to my room and sleep. Because I remember when I had the cortisone shot in my shoulder, I know tendinitis and arthritis are totally different, but it took about 3 days for the pain in my shoulder to subside. So I'm guessing in a few days my knee will feel a little bit better. He said it's a temporary relief. He said you're just having a bad flare-up. He said everybody's different. He can't tell me how long it's going to last. For me, he said it's just kind of we'll see what happens. So, yeah. See, I just said all this stuff before, and now I'm trying to remember what the hell I've just told you and what I told you in the last one. I got the bill for my MRI yesterday. Have I talked about this in this one? Damn it. I'm getting senile too. I need a new brain and new knees. I'm going to do it again. MRI, $1,600. A little over $1,600. I nearly fell off the kitchen chair yesterday, people. But I called them, got a payment plan set up. They broke it into 8 payments. So in my coupon book next month, she goes, you want to start this month and next month? Oh, next month. And I just have to pay like $205 a month, something like that. Today was only like $500. See, if I were to skip the whole MRI and just gone to the orthopedist in the first place instead of listening to my doctor and have her yank me all around. But I'm at a good place. You know, if I have to go and get injections, I'll go back there, and they'll be the people who will do my knee replacements when it comes to that. And so, for right now, Stacy be a gimp. I'm proud of it. I ain't sad I'm a gimp. But now I really am going to shut up because I have to call Grandma and tell her what happens. I don't want to run like overtime like last time. I don't know how long I babbled last time. I hope that made sense of what all I said, because I'm just... that's how I feel. Huh. Alright. Now I'm done. Bye.